Hey guys, so I'm going to explain how family trees work really quick. So here's an example that I got out of the textbook. This doesn't have names on it, it just has relationships. So I honestly think this is a little bit confusing, but the big thing that I want to point out is that like at the top of the tree, you have like La Abuela and El Abuelo, which are really Los Abuelos. So you have grandma and grandpa, which are your grandparents. So your grandparents are at the top, and then as you go down, that's their descendants. Okay, so you have like your parents over here, you have aunts and uncles over here, you have your parents' children, so daughter, son, that would be children, and then on the other side, you've got your cousins. And notice that like your dog and your cat are not part of your family tree, but or they're not attached to anybody, but they can still be included. So I thought it would be a little less confusing to look at some actual examples. So I took the time and I drew out my family tree. So this is me right here, I, and here's my husband, Joe. And then you'll notice, oh, there's the little baby that's going to be born soon. So if you zoom out and you want to see my parents, you need to go up from there. So obviously I could have kept going. I could have included my grandparents and whatnot. I could have included Joe's parents, but I didn't. So I have my parents on this tree. Their names are Nancy and Martin. So take a second and just make sure that you can kind of read and make sense of it. How many siblings do I have based on what I have drawn on the tree? Okay, so my siblings are my parents' other children. So Nancy and Martin had me, but they also had another kid named Martin. They named him after my dad, and they had a kid named Margaret. Gabriel is not their kid because there is no line directly from Nancy and Martin to Gabriel. Gabriel is my sister's husband. So my sister, I call her Mags, married somebody named Gabe. Okay. So then these three right here are my sister's kids. Hazel, Yoshi, and we call them Yoshi and Rowan, are my niece and nephews. And it's actually Hazel's birthday today. So that's exciting if you're watching this on Thursday. Okay, so let's do a couple examples. Oh, and here's my cat. Haha. All right, so let's go do some example questions. This is not my family, but we're going to use this family tree to just kind of fill in some blanks here about the relationships, okay? So we've got Elena, es la blank de Felipe. So Elena is the what of Felipe. So let's find Elena and Felipe. Elena is right here, okay, and Felipe is right here. Okay, so really what we're saying, what we need to put here is like, okay, so if Elena is Felipe's mom, we're going to say Elena is the mother of Felipe. So we need to figure out how she is related to Felipe. So let's look at the tree here. Well, at the top we have Ursula and Francisco. They're married because they have this line connecting them. And they had, looks like they had 3 kids because they have a line going to Felipe, Carlos, and Elena. Oh, well, if Felipe and Elena are both their kids, that means that they are siblings. So Elena is the sister of Felipe. So I'm going to write the word for sister here, which is hermana. Okay, Elena is the sister of Felipe. Awesome. All right, let's look at the next one. It says Francisco es el blank de Esteban. So Francisco is up here. Esteban is down here. All right, so how is Francisco related to Esteban? Well, if we start at Esteban and we go up, here's his parents, Carlos and Rocio. And then if we keep going up one more generation, Francisco is the dad of Carlos. Okay, so there's Esteban, his dad, and then his dad's dad. So that means that Francisco is his grandfather. So we're going to say Francisco es el abuelo, the grandfather, not abuela, abuelo de Esteban. All right, let's look at this one. Carola es la blank de Carla, or de Clara, sorry. All right, so Clara is right here, and Carola está aquí. Okay, so how is Carola related to Clara? All right, so Clara is the daughter of Esteban and Lucia here. All right, so she's Esteban's kid. And Esteban is Carola's sister. Okay, so we have Clara. She came from Esteban, and Esteban is the brother of Carola. So if Carola is your dad's sister, that means that she is your aunt. So Carola es la tía. La tía. Notice there's an accent on the I, declara. All right, let's look at one more. We have Ronaldo es el blank de Isabella. So Isabella is right here. Ronaldo is right here. All right, so Isabella and Ronaldo. So Isabella's parents are Esteban and Lucia again, and Ronaldo's parents are Carola and Ramon. So Ronaldo's mom is right here, Isabella's dad is right here. His mom is Esteban's sister, right? So they're siblings. So that means that if your dad is your mom's sister, oh my gosh, if your parents are siblings, right, then that means that you guys are cousins, right? So his mom is her dad's sister, etc. So we're going to say cousin here, so we're going to say el primo. Hopefully I didn't confuse you too much just there. But yeah, just look at the relationship we've got on the tree. All right, so always remember that as you go up the tree, you get older, and as you go down the tree, you get younger. And if there's a line there, that means that they are married. If there's not a line connecting them, but they have the same parents, that means that they are siblings, brother and sister. All right, and there you go.